Is good, JayMike Tech Talk, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Mizuno Rebula Made in Japan, which Mizuno claim is the most technologically advanced football boot they've ever made. Now that is a pretty bold claim, but today we're taking a closer look at the tech inside the Rebula to see what the Japanese engineers have cooked up for us. Apparently, this is the summer for modern leather boots, and Mizuno also wanted to play. And what they say is that with the Rebula, they have found the perfect combination of a brilliant leather boot with the modern tech of 2017. So what they did was that they took the high-quality leather upper and combined it with a natural fit, and it only weighs 205 grams, which is the same as a cloud. A really heavy cloud, but a cloud nonetheless. As you would expect from a Mizuno boot, the upper is where the big deal is. And as we know, for Mizuno, leather is king. So with the Rebula, they looked at how they could take all the good stuff from leather, but remove the bad parts. And the answer came in the shape of, foam. But it's not any foam. This is the foam that makes up the CT frame. It's a memory foam that makes the CT frame, which is welded on the inside of the K leather upper. And it's really based on the shape and the natural curvature of your foot, which means that it will follow it very closely when you move and bend your foot. Is that the ice cream truck? We just got interrupted by the ice cream truck. No worries. Is that ice cream? This is what happens when you shoot outside in Japan, guys. Yeah, sure. Yeah, do carry on. Yeah. What you're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, is a food delivery. And because this CT frame here will allow Mizuno to remove the stitches and thus avoid the stiffness you get when the seams compress the leather and makes it really hard, you get a ridiculously soft and pliable K leather upper that's also considerably thinner than what they've done before. In normal words, that means that the upper will really cradle your foot like a second skin and give you the strength and stability of the stitches and the seams, but without all the drawbacks. Instead of just acting as a skeleton though, Mizuno also made the CT frame out of this very soft, fluffy memory foam, which basically means that it remembers the shape it had before you rudely came and compressed it. So whenever you touch the ball and squeeze it together, it's quickly gonna return to its soft and fluffy form, giving you a very soft, dampened touch on the ball. And combining that with the sharp touch you get from the thin leather, well, you make that deal out yourself. Now you might be thinking, haven't I heard this tune before in the Legend 7 Tech Talk? And technically you might be right to some extent, because both boots are built with leather on top of foam. But that's also where the comparisons kinda stop. Because in the Rebula, the CT frame, the foam bit is built to be the first construction and the closest construction to the foot, since it's built around a natural fit. Whereas in the Legend, you get the fit mesh for that, and the foam is more around the purity of the leather, a smaller water intake, and a more soft, padded touch. So while they are in the same league, the concept, as I said, is pretty different. On the flip side of things, Mizuno have gone for a rather old school, slightly retro looking plate, but it is actually high performance, as things normally are with Mizuno. And the forefoot here is pretty funny. It's almost comically soft, but that is in fact to give you the complete barefoot freedom of movement, so you can basically get the best maneuverability possible. But that is actually also supported by a pretty stiff midfoot, which is good, because then you get the stability and the support you need, so the Rebula won't make you look like Bambi on ice. So to summarize a little bit here, Mizuno have spent a lot of time, and then more time and more time after that, looking at how they can use modern technology to improve the one thing that they're some of the best in the world at, which is working with leather. And so far, I gotta say, it seems to have gone pretty well. I've already tried the Rebula myself and can say that it is a really pleasant, extremely comfortable, and rather well-performing ride. But I'd also love to hear what you guys think of the new Rebula. So if you let me know your honest opinion, your honest first impression of the new boot right down in the comment section below, and you remember to subscribe by clicking the green bubble over my head. I'm gonna give away a pair of Rebula MIJs to a lucky winner. Also, don't forget to leave me a like if you had a good time and spread the word by sharing the video with your friends. And with that, I'm signing off. Cheerio.